Hello and welcome to Stranger Still. But before we get into that, I've been gone for a bit. I've been gone for just a little bit. You probably have noticed the difference in the uploading times. I just need to take a break because, well, I went home to visit my family. I'm in a different province from where my family lives, so I have to take the train down. I spent some time there. And then I also kind of just, when I came back, I just needed some time. But I'm back and I will be back. I will be uploading regularly, hopefully. So yeah, full force. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Isn't that crazy? We're so close. We're almost there. It's so exciting to kind of see, I don't know, so many people enjoying what I'm putting out and having fun with me, enjoying all these fun visual novels. But yeah, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm very happy with how things are going. I really like what I'm doing so far and I'm having so much fun with it. All this to say is sorry about the little break I took, but I'm here now. So we're all good. Anyways, let's actually play this game. This really like smushes my hair. This is Stranger Still. This looked really interesting. It's not necessarily from what I've read on the itch.io page, links in the description as always, that it's more of a survival rather than like a dating sim. So the goal of this game is to survive. I'm very interested in how this works out, but yeah. I really like the menu as well. Like, look at this little knife action. Okay, let's just get started then. I'll stop poking around. After a distant and treacherous journey through the woods, both dark and unfamiliar, you had come upon a small villa nested deep in the trees. You were granted entrance. The servants took your overcoat and warmed you by the fire. They told you how fortunate you were that the master was in a good humor. Is he going to kill me otherwise? Having just returned from a successful hunt. You were instructed that tonight you will dine together on the fresh game and were led into the great hall, a surprising turn of events given your stature. Oh, good evening. I hope you don't mind this more intimate arrangement. No, I don't mind this at all. Although I didn't think I'd have the pleasure of thanking you in person, let alone dining with you. Why let such an opportunity go to waste? I'm always eager to know new people. History has shown time and time again that regardless of birth, there are always those who claw themselves to the top. How am I to know if you won't be one of those people? That's kind of you to say. But you must forgive me. I must take care of this delicate equipment in a timely manner. I hope it won't be too much of a distraction for you. Yes, your servant said that you just returned from the hunt. I did indeed. We were fortunate that we have fresh meat. I've had my servants prepare the game for you. Damn, look at that finger! Are you not eating as well? I do apologize. I had an earlier meal this evening while I was out on the hunt, but I thought it would be rude of me to leave my guests unaccompanied while dining. Do you not partake in your own game? Haha, I do indeed. But I happen to also have a very specialized diet. That meal is in the process of being prepared as we speak. How unfortunate, but I must say this looks exquisite. Huh. Okay. I'm afraid I don't see any utensils. In due time, my dear guest. You see, I'm quite fond of the hunt. I have been for many, many years, and as such it has, unfortunately, grown dull for me. I've done my best to liven things up, tried all sorts of challenges, better equipment, worse equipment, different beasts and birds, butterflies, flowers, and so on and so forth. I even once tied my own arm behind my back, but in the end I found there is only one game worthy of pursuit. Man? At first, yes. Oh! This is horrifying now. Look at that face. But that too has grown dull. No, once a month, when the moon is full, such as tonight, I seek a brutish creature. I thought I said British. One unable to control itself, violent, destructive, a poor, pitiful being. You don't mean... But of course, there's nothing so thrilling and dangerous as the werewolf. I see, you are saving people from it? Oh, nothing so noble. Quite the opposite, in fact. That is a role in this game. Huh? My role? You do understand, don't you? How can you ensure I'll survive being bitten? Oh, no, there's no reason for that. You won't be injured in the slightest. The process is entirely painless. That is what the stake is for. Then this meat is... Why would you do this to me? I'm not above offering you a choice, of course. You don't have to become my prey. There are always other options. Then I decline. My, how eager you are, and you haven't even heard the counter offer. No, either you become my prey and live for another month, or you die tonight. Why? How? As I've said, I have a very specialized diet. You still seem perplexed. I'm an open book. Please, I entreat you. I will answer every last question you have before you decide. You may have all the time you need, but I will say the meat is far tastier warm, and I will not have my staff reheat it for you. And you may, of course, give me your response at any time. Oh. Please, the choice is yours. Okay. So, am I eating a werewolf? Ooh, why is my chair in recliner mode? So, am I eating a werewolf? And then, like, that's a werewolf steak. And I eat the werewolf steak, I become a werewolf. And then he just wants me to run around his yard and then he shoots me? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm gonna drink down my... Look at my cup. That's Huey, Dewey, and Louie from the DuckTales. DuckTales woohoo. You remember the DuckTales? Donald Duck is their uncle. Any DuckTales fans? I used to watch that a lot as a kid. I don't think they were on TV when I was a kid, but I grew up with like a lot of VHS tapes that my family just recorded over. So I just had like a lot of just like DuckTales, He-Man, She-Ra, the Thundercats. I had a lot of that when I was growing up. I'm not I think He-Man was still on TV. I don't know, because when I have a distinct memory. Not even memory. I'm pretty sure Johnny Test gave me ADHD. Like, when I was younger, the TV shows that were on the TV, the other kids would watch would be like 16 or Total Drama Island or Totally Spies. I really like Johnny Test. Johnny Test was not even a show. It was just like colors on the screen moving fast, sound effects every like 5 seconds. That was not a show. That was an experience, I think. SpongeBob, of course. Everyone watches SpongeBob. That's timeless, though. That's every generation. Wait, how did I get on this topic? We're playing a game. What are we doing? What are you doing? Let me ask about the steak. This steak, I assure you, is fully cooked to the best of the staff's abilities, and I've been told they're quite skilled. When you'll be dining on a gentleman tonight, should you accept, of course. Not one to let me finish the thought, are you? My apologies. You seemed hesitant to speak. I assumed I was merely assisting you in forming your words. He kind of looks like Jerma. When the werewolves are killed, do they turn back into a person? They still are a person even when turned. No, I mean, do they become human again? Nothing has stopped them from still being human. The flesh is not vital to personhood, nor is the mind for that matter. If anything, applying such essentialist beliefs to humanity is highly insufficient, given that not only is it predicated upon historical context, cultural relativism, and political and religious ideology. Oh my gosh. But when addressing marginal cases such as, I can see you aren't particularly interested in my criticism of humanist philosophy. Very well. No, they do not revert to human shape when killed. Even if they did, it should hardly matter. It matters to me. This is assuming I'm not lying, of course. It could very well be beef, or boar, or even an ordinary wolf. It isn't, though. This used to be someone. Someone loved him once, taught him how to count, how to dress, brushed his hair, held his hand, gave, and then taught him his name. Enough. I suppose you'll have me served to the next fool, should I accept? Should you accept? Yes. Though I doubt you'll be as fortunate as him. Most guests are only turned into jerky. It keeps longer, you see. You and him are quite fortunate that you'll have this steak. Though, if you have a preference for how you wish to be served, I give you my word that I'll do my utmost to honor it. We would cure you, turn you into a fine salami, or perhaps a pie, traditional with lard and crust, or even shepherd's with potatoes and cheese. I know we're talking about werewolf meat, but I love shepherd's pie. If you serve me up a meat pie with potatoes and veggies in it, cheese, how am I supposed to say no? I love a good shepherd's pie. Maybe even a large stack of ribs slowly roasted until the meat falls from the bone. You aren't making this any more appealing. Do you wish for me to describe feasting upon you then? You already are. Ha-ha! Myself, my dear. Shall I describe myself feasting upon you? Flesh against flesh, my mouth on your skin as I pierce into you and take from you. You make it sound almost erotic. This table is not the only place one can feast. Okay, bro's a little whoa. I mean, he is a little whoa, like a little crazy for wanting to hunt. Okay, so this guy, his whole shtick, if you will, is to capture random passerbys, turn them into a werewolf, hunt them, and then serve them up to the next passerby, turn them into a werewolf, hunt them. So he's just doing this weird cycle of like, I don't know, and he's kind of like into it too in a weird way. What the heck, Jerma? Why'd you go down this path? You couldn't just, I don't know, do like a gambling addiction like a normal person? Like, what is this? Anyways, as for other options, surely these cannot be my only options. For you, they most certainly are. But if you insist on pleading your case, by all means, I will not stop you. I'm still holding out hope that someone might have something new to say. Who knows, you might yet impress upon me the importance in keeping you alive. Okay. Yeah, what is this doohickey in your hands? What is this gizmo? That gun you have, is that the one you use? Yes. It's been specially made for such occasions. Can you not kill them by other means? Oh, I assure you, I certainly can. However, you and other people do need tools like these. Is it easier to use? Not by any means, no. These are inefficient, slow, noisy, and far more difficult to use than I were to simply rip them apart with my bare hands. Then why do you use it? As I said before, I like to make challenges for myself. New rules, new limitations, new requirements. You see, the fun of a game comes from the restrictions provided by its rules. I I can ask myself, how close can I get before breaking them? What new ways can I interpret them? In what ways will they make things harder for me? The friction that comes from these restrictions forces me to think and act in new ways. If I wanted you, or any wolf for that matter, dead, I would simply kill you. But the limitations from the inadequacies ensures that no matter how skilled I am at the game, there's still some chance for things to go very wrong. Or very right. Oh yes, it wouldn't be any fun if you didn't have at least some chance of winning. It's no prerogative of mine if fate smiles upon you. I say that a lot, prerogative. I like that word. It just means, it's a word just to say like your rights. It's your right, it's your, yeah, that's basically what it means. It just means you're right. Like your rights, your will, whatever. It's your prerogative, bro. Bro, it's your prerogative. So whatever you want. You know, I like that word. It's kind of fun to say. Especially in like, bro, it's your prerogative. I say that a lot in real life. Ask anyone. Anyways. Oh guys, did you see my tattoo? You can't really see it on the camera, but it's red. It's just red. I walked into the tattoo place and I was like, I just want red outlines of like this fucking fern on my arm. And the guy was like, okay. And he just manually drew it and then he tattooed it. And I like it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I showed you in the last video, but that was like so long ago. Okay. We're going through this whole list. We gotta know the lore of this character. As for proof, how do I know that this is not some elaborate joke, some sort of sick entertainment for you? Like the movie Hostel. Don't watch that, by the way. That's, it's a horror movie, body horror. But it's kind of like the, wait, am I spoiling it? That movie came out years ago, whatever. Anyways, it's a horror movie where these people go on vacation and then they get kidnapped and then they get tortured for rich people. I don't recommend it. I don't like body horror. But yeah, some sort of sick entertainment. Regardless of whether or not it's true, it is still entertainment for me. But I suppose there's no real way for me to prove it to you. By all means, feel free to eat your meal in that case. Then will you let me leave? No. Even if you think it's a lie, you will remain here until the end of the month. You cannot keep me here. Oh, and what is that? How do you plan on leaving exactly? You could presumably stand up and attempt to walk out that door. But if that is the case, I will consider it the same as declining the offer. Regardless if you believe me about my nature, or you simply think that I'm a mad cannibal, I assure you, if you rise from this table, I will kill you. And I will eat you. Oh. Okay. I apologize for the hostility. I merely wish to drive home the stakes of the situation, if you will. I am deadly serious about my offer. Emphasis on deadly, huh? And I simply wish to convey to you the severity of your predicament. I really don't wish to mislead you about any of your options, but I truly do not have any proof other than my word as a gentleman. Okay, Bob. Okay. I gotta go through them all. I'm sorry, guys. I have to go through them all. How did you become as you are? I was offered a deal, and I took it. Simple as that. From another like you? No, I'm afraid not. You are the original then? Oh, is he a vampire or a werewolf? Is he a werewolf or a vampire? I mean, he's pale as heck. He could be... oh, wait. He could be a vampire. Wait, how did we figure... Hey, I'm the reader here. How did you figure out that he's something? No, I don't believe so either. I'm afraid I'll need further elaboration. There are many ways to become as I am, other than simply being turned by another. I'm positive I can't be the only one who ended up in this way through the same circumstances. What were the circumstances? I'm very good at games, though there were drawbacks to my victory. A game like this? Yes, I suppose I am game to them, though they haven't sought me for some time now. Pardon? Oh, my apologies. No, traditionally our game is chess, but others have sufficed through the ages. What was the deal? If you win, you live, but forever changed, or you die. The same predicament you find yourself in now. You can turn people into what you are? Yes. Oh, so this is a vampire that hunts werewolves? What's wrong with you, man? Is this some weird shit? Like, is it like some historical beef between vampires and werewolves? Let me know in the comments. What's going on here? Ask about the pelt. The pelt that you wear. Yes? I don't mean to be rude, but doesn't fur usually go on the inside of the coat? You are correct, but I have little need for warmth, so it's purely fashionable. It's more appealing to see the fine fur than to have it hidden away, don't you think? It's lovely. Was that a previous guest of yours? No. This piece is far older than that. Far older than you, for that matter. This is from when wolves were still in Scotland. They're extinct now in the region, killed and hunted down by man. The slaughtering of wolves is a time-honored human tradition. Does doing this make you feel human again? Who's to say I'm not still? You... Precisely, only me. That's not a decision I will allow you to make on my behalf. Okay. I feel like if you like to kill people for fun, you are not human. That's just my hot take. It's crazy, I know. And you like to eat them? Are you human? Ask about the reason. Why? What reason specifically do you have for doing this? I think it's honestly, I think he answered that previously where he just kind of said he was bored. But that's just whatever. As I've said, nothing excites me more than the thrill of the hunt. I've hunted bears, wolves, orchids, butterflies, men, but there is nothing better than the unpredictability of the werewolf. Can it kill you? It can indeed. Anything that strikes through the heart, whether it be a stake or a silver bullet or ripped apart with teeth. But none have succeeded. How could you know? Oh, I've seen it happen before with my own two eyes. Dreadful. A gruesome sight to behold. Have any come close to you, that is? Oh yes, many times. This wouldn't be as nearly as entertaining if they didn't. Then, if I accept, I could still yet live. Of course. I want you to try your hardest. I want you to kill me. Oh. But then I'll live with this curse and I would become a man-eater. I assure you, eating people isn't nearly as distasteful as it first might seem. But even worse still, I might yet spread it to others. But you would be alive, only to be hunted the rest of my life. Such are your choices. If you cannot fathom the idea of being responsible for the potential death and consumption, or even the spread of the werewolf curse, then, by all means, please decline. Then what's to stop me from killing you as I am now, before the moon, before the time of the hunt? You'll have free reign over this villa to explore your heart's content. I give you my word, as a man of honor, that I will not do anything to deliberately endanger your life before the hunt begins. And what makes you so confident? Do you really think you would be the first to try? And your servants? What's to stop me from killing them during the month? Nothing but your own sense of value for human life, I suppose. In which case, you shouldn't fret about spreading the curse and harming others as a wolf either. You wouldn't also be the first to vandalize the entire villa during your month-long stay. But if that is the case, I will lock you inside the dungeon, if nothing more than to prevent me from the hassle of having to redecorate. It will also be a pity to have the servants do extra work in the cleaning of your mess. You wouldn't want to take your anger out on them now, would you? Then Then what is to stop me from accepting and then simply ending myself before the month ends? Again, nothing. But if that is your plan, you might as well just let me eat you now. If anything, I'll give you my word on this. It'll be far less painful than whatever means you'll find. Then let's delay this to the end of the month. Tuh. You want me to present this offer to you again in a month? Why delay? You'll have nothing but jerky at that time instead of this fine steak. Your choices will be the same, only less appetizing. That is, unless you would prefer jerky, in which case I could have some brought to you. Is that your preference? No. No, that's not necessary. Very well. Okay. So, I hit the save button. Let me go through this. I've never heard of eating a wolf turning people. Ah, yes. Quite a recent discovery. Well, recent relative to myself. For you, it must seem like a long time. Tell me, have you heard of the town of Weibenbach? Weibenbach? No. No, I'm afraid I haven't. It was a small village alongside a river about halfway up a mountain. And I'm only being vague because the details do not matter. Giving you an exact location isn't as entertaining as pretending that it happened nearby. Did it happen nearby? Doesn't matter. The town was barely scraping by. Food was scarce during the summer, even more so during the winter, and this one was particularly lean. People ventured further, took more risk, ate things they ought not, until one day a man discovered a wolf's leg in a foothold trap. The beast had chewed itself free and vanished into the woods. And so he did, as any man starving would do. He ate it then and there, raw. Now the thing about this man is that he had lost his arm in a previous accident. How did he open the trap then? You aren't familiar with traps, are you? They're designed with releases on the sides. You can simply step on them. Only a fool will try to pry one open with their hands. Regardless, so ashamed he was that he devoured it without a second thought to others. He spoke nothing of this encounter. But when the full moon came, his body twisted, deformed and reformed, and became a beast that hunted in the night. Either through fortune or misfortune, one was killed or injured, and he became trapped in some sort of basement or jail cell. I forget the details. But come next morning, he was in his original form, a man with all his limbs. And as the starving villagers looked down on him, he knew there was but one thing he could do. So he offered himself as a sacrificial lamb, knowing that his limbs would be restored within the month. The town had fresh meat for the first time that winter. Quite convenient, wouldn't you say? An endless supply of parts to be served. But during the next moon, all those who partook of him found themselves as part of a new pack and slaughtered every other person in town. This is how we found out about the meat-turning people. We? Yes. There had been rumors of the original wolf. I had been hired to investigate, you see. Ah, but imagine, walking to a village steeped in blood, but without a single body to be found, only to be surrounded by wolves. One of the most thrilling nights of my life. You said we. Who was with you? Oh. I meant the knowledge was discovered in general. I did have servants and the like, none of whom were any of importance, except one. He was bitten, and so I kept him and released him on the full moon the next month. I think you know how the story goes from there. Okay. Oh! Can I save here as well? Ask about tonight's moon? I want to know about the original wolf. What became of the original wolf? Oh, long dead by now, I'm sure. They aren't ageless, either time or man, or some sort of an animal, or even perhaps a natural disaster took care of him. Him? Oh, forgive me. Or her, or it, or whatever, whichever. You never found the original wolf? To my knowledge, no. Though, perhaps it could have been one of the villagers we killed when we cleared out the town, who had been hiding the condition. Okay. So, these are my three options. It's either to beg, appeal to their humanity, or appeal to sensation. Should I just go down? Should I just try all three anyways? I mean, why not? Let me do that. There's also these options. Okay, let me beg. Please, please, I'm not any good at the hunt. I'm not very tasty. I'm just a poor soul, not worth this time. I'm truly sorry. It's truly unfortunate that you feel that way about yourself. Please, there's other better people. And they too will be mine in due time. But for tonight, or the next month, it's you. Please, I'll do anything. All you must do is accept the deal, play the game, and if you win, you live. That is your anything. Oh, asked to be turned. And what if me being like you, turn me into one of your kind instead? No. Asked to be a servant. Then turn me into one of your servants. You have staff and I can be far more used to you. All my positions are filled, I'm afraid, by the most capable staff. Those of your nature said to enthrall others was one but more under your command. You are mistaken. No one here is bewitched. All staff are employed of their own volition and may leave at their leisure, and, before you ask, they are paid exceptionally well. I don't understand. There are far more entertaining ways to ensure loyalty. Merely thralling an individual is, by all means, the easiest and most efficient way to run a household staff, but difficulties are the challenge, and the challenge is the point. Besides, what would it say about my competency as a master of the household if I had to rely on trickery? Then you have enough to ensure my own loyalty. I have this threat to ensure that I'm capable, and no. You need a servant's heart to put up with any of your master's bullshit, his horseshit, and when he goes apeshit. You've proven well that you don't possess the correct temperament. But arguing with me further only proves my point. Okay. Oh, now I only have these. No more questions? Deliberation will not save you. I have infinite patience and infinite time. That would be amusing to watch you attempt to starve yourself in front of me. That would be a first. I'm still deciding. Are you, though? Of human ills, the last extreme beware Lorenzo, a slow, sudden death. How dreadful that deliberate surprise. Be wise today, 'tis madness to defer. Next day the fatal precedent will plead, thus on, till wisdom is pushed out of life. Procrastination is the thief of time. Year after year it steals till all are fled, and to the mercies of a moment leaves the vast concerns of an eternal scene. If not so frequent, would not this be strange? That 'tis so frequent, is stranger still. Oh. The meat has grown cold. I can flee! I kind of want to pick that. Give me this. The chair has fallen behind you, and your footsteps pound against the wood flooring, and for a moment, you are free. Across the room, to the large wooden door, the brass knob is in your hand, and twists and turns it, and it will not open. And then a single shot, and then you fall. Oh! Nice shoes, boy. The Lepus Europes, the brown hair. Okay, how do I load? What? How do I load? Excuse me, I can't click the load button. Excuse-moi. Okay. I guess there's no load option. All right. You now have the ability to access the guide, and you now have the ability to reset. Oh, okay. Skip the intro. Okay. Oh, we have to go through all of these. So what if we appeal to sensation? Is every person only a game to you? All of life is a game. Whether you are it or you are playing, it is merely a point of perspective. I see. Do you play with your food often then? As often as it wants. So they get to be your toy before they're your game. I'll have you know that I take these matters very seriously. There is nothing more satisfying than knowing you're the source of all your partner's pleasure. Then perhaps there are other games we could play? In due time, most certainly. I'm more than amenable to being seduced. But you'll still be killed when we're through, either devoured in between my sheets or hunted at the end of the month. Though if you choose the latter, we'll have far more time to play. And I do so love a hound dog. Okay. So that did nothing. Okay, so let's try to appeal to humanity. Please, you were once like me, weren't you? You took that deal because you wanted to live. I want to live. Offer me a deal where I can live. But I am, don't you see? That was my deal as well. You accept the deal, play the game, and if you win, you live. You simply have to win. My dear, have more confidence in yourself. You could be the one to finally best me. Think of how grand that would be. But don't you value life? My own, of course. Are you truly that self-centered to think only of your own life? At the end of the day, the lives of humans are as short as a day is long. So why wait for the inevitable and not give myself the pleasure of ending a life with my own hands? This is sick. Boredom is the worst illness. Okay. Maybe there's something else I can... Oh, okay. Okay, so what if I ask about tonight's moon instead of asking about the original wolf? Oh! I accidentally had the skip on still. Okay, let me see the history. Okay, sorry, I know this is not as pretty as the thing, but I accidentally had the skip on. So I clicked asking about the full moon. Tonight is a full moon. Yes, but you must fully digest the meat. You won't be turning tonight, should you accept. And given that this time is the third day, you'll have an entire month still before your first transformation. What will happen to me during the month, that is? Physically, nothing. You'll be as you are now, more or less, but I intend to keep you here. Why? Practically, it's easier. Not that anyone would believe you, of course, but having you go out into the nearest town or village and scream at the top of your lungs that I'm out to hunt you would be inconvenient. The best case scenario is that they ignore you. Worse, they kill you on the spot for suspected werewolfism. That's the worst case? For me, yes. You don't really think that they would dare to rally against a land-owning gentleman, do you? You do realize how easy it would be for me to simply stroll in, spin up some sad story about how I'm so remorseful that one foolish stranger would accuse me of doing something horrible, and then insist you would be locked away because of your clearly distressed mental state. If the stranger can imagine such a horrible stories about me, then what would they say about you next? Okay. You have a lot of confidence about your reputation. Money can make anyone beloved. Oh, we can propose a new game. Okay. Propose a new game. I have a proposal for you instead. How bold indeed, I must say I'm intrigued. You enjoy games and the hunt. What say you to a long game then? Go on. It's been a while since you've hunted a human, hasn't it? We're still dangerous to you at all times, not just during the full moon. This will be a game of wits and wiles, a long hunt, if you will. I'm proposing a new challenge to you, a different type of pursuit, not one of howling and fighting, but one of detective work. Give me a year to flee, to fling myself to the furthest corners of the world before you pursue me. I can't live forever in the wild, and even if I did, there would still be ways to track me. I fail to see the danger in it for me. There's not quite the same thrill if my own life is not on the line. I never said you couldn't still pursue your monthly hunts. In fact, how much more exciting if you are in a new location each month, still turning and hunting people. The unfamiliarity of the terrain will add but another challenge for you. I can still pursue that challenge without setting you free to gallivant around the world. Then why haven't you yet? There is nothing for you to lose in this deal. If I evade you for a month, then you may simply find another victim, and this proving me right that I'm far more entertaining pursuit. If not, then I'm still your prey come full moon, with your new wolf as well, might I add. Well, what say you then? Do we have a deal or not? I'm afraid I don't have the luxury of infinite time as you do. Haha, quite the salesman, aren't you? Oh, very well. I'm more willing to try anything once. I accept your deal. Now, are you going to start your flight, or will you be staying for dinner? Oh! Now that's the good ending, I guess. Is it a good ending? I got the Damocles. Gladius the inevitable sword. Okay. So, yeah, I will die anyway, still, but at least I get away for a bit. Okay. So now what happens if I just accept? Okay, let me just see what happens if I just do the normal things now. Accept or decline. I accept. Your decision is final. Yes. Yes, I accept. Marvelous. I'll make your stay here as comfortable and entreating as I possibly can. I'll personally attend to every indulgence and every whim you have, including myself, if that is your desire. But let's not forget your utensils. There's no need to do away with manners, as you're still human for now. Thanks. Oh, do I take it? Thanks. Okay. Yeah, accept. The Canis lupus, the common wolf. Okay. And then... Oh, these are my endings on the wall behind him. Okay, decline. I fully decline. Your decision is final. Yes, I fully decline. I see. I won't lie. I'm disappointed, but I will respect your wishes. What is it you wish to eat, then? Pardon? I won't deprive you of a meal. You're still my guest. Without decorum, we are nothing but beasts, after all. Oh, nice. The Bos Primigenius, the Aurochs. Okay. Where are the extras? Is there more? Because there's two on both sides. What's this locked thing then? Gallery? Oh yeah, so there's two. Oh, there's a lot of possibilities here still. That's actually cool. So there's a lot of things that you could do here. I really like this game. Yeah, this was really fun to play. I don't know if I can get all the endings, but I think this is really, really fun. And yeah, if you want to play this, the link is in the description below, as always. And yeah, I enjoyed this so much. Very cool. I didn't think Jerma would be a vampire that would hunt wolves, but you know, we all have our paths in life. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.